Good Friday. More like Great Friday. I hate me too. Let's go.
Live from the BiffNet Studios World Headquarters in Spring, Texas, it's Barry on Deck, hosted by former ESPN Houston radio host and stand-up comedian Barry Laminat, starring Oliver the Cat. Written by Barry Laminat, produced by Barry Laminat, directed by, you guessed it, Barry Laminat, featuring sports, entertainment, special guests, film sessions, and some drinking. Okay, a lot of drinking. Viewer discretion is advised. And now, here's your host, Barry Laminack.
What's up, you damn dirty deckheads? Welcome to Barry on Deck. I am your host, Barry Laminack. Thank you guys for being here. Today is Friday, April 2nd, 2021, and this is episode number 224 of This Fair Show. It is a good Friday. I hope you're having a great Friday. Let's finish the week strong. I am pumped for several different reasons. One of those being I've got some big news. We had a company powwow, me and Jen. And Jen and I should say. Yeah, Jen and me? Jen and I? Oh, fuck, I don't know. Jen and I sounds like a astrological sign. I almost said urological sign. I know that to be not correct. Yeah, I'm excited. I got some big news for you. I tweeted it out when I tweeted it. I'm going to let the gang all get here as we build this show. I did notice something today. By the way, shout out to Josh Beard for having me on his show today. I joined him at 10 o'clock for his live stream on Twitch. A lot of fun. He does a countdown, and I don't do those anymore. Remember, I would do the countdown? So we got to let the show ramp up a little bit. You know, we start off, there's like 1 people, 3 people, 10 people. So I'm going to, before I make the big news announcement, we're going to let this show kind of ramp up a little bit and get there. I think you guys are going to be excited about it, though. I'll say this about what the announcement is. You guys have been hounding me about this shit forever, and you're finally going to get your wish. Anybody want to guess what that means? Any takers on a guess of what that might mean in the chat? Let's go. Who thinks they know? Well, while you're figuring that out, let's start the show by saying congratulations to Jeff Bell, the inventor of the Triple Crown. Put yourself down in the books, buddy, because you are the greatest deckhead in the history of the world for the next 2 hours or so, hour 54. Congratulations, my friend. He was first in the chat, first like, first super chat. He invented it. He wins it. The rest of you can suck it. You'll never be as good as Jeff Bell until 4 o'clock. And then you probably, leapfrog him again. But thank you guys, one and all, for being here. I did see Uzi got in his weather report early. By the way, I know full well it is a holiday weekend. I'm expecting less of you total to be watching live. Maybe later you'll watch it. Maybe you're pooping and you pull up the show or whatever. I get it. I know I'm not going to be devastated because the numbers are down. So I just want you to be aware of that. But for those of you that aren't here, I appreciate you showing up, and let's make it a good one. So Steven, the weather guy, said current conditions at BiffNet World Headquarters, 64 degrees, dew point 27 degrees. That's nice. Mostly sunny skies, 70% chance. Barry feels better. Wait, where'd it go? Barry feels better about fantasy baseball after his team's performance yesterday. I didn't even look, but I'm not going to be day one guy. You're not going to get me excited with that shitty ass scoring system you put in place. Don't try to sugarcoat this now, Uzi. Raggedy bitch, got those stupid ass, hey, look how many total bases I got. That's awesome, said no one fucking ever. No one cares about total bases. Don't get me started. I'm in a good mood. Don't you run this for me, Steven Usyk. Don't you do it, Lil Uzi. Hey, everybody else in the chat, thanks for being here, man. Josh is in the building. Truck and Taco showed up. Jeff Bell nailed it on the Friday thing. Hell yeah, let's go. Justin Swinford is here. John Dory, what's up, man? D Mata, howdy, man. Hope you're doing well. There's my sweet Donna. Thanks for hanging out last night during the Astros watch party. Brandon Martinez in the building. What's up, dog? I think Brandon's going to be the only guy right now that votes against the move to Twitch. He hates Twitch, I think. Aaron J. Bryant is here. Love me some Aaron J. Bryant. Always here. I like the whole vibe too. He's got the lamb bomb and the shots and the deckheads. That's what's up. Marsha's here. Jen is here. Alex Villanueva's in the building. Joe Pro. Thank you for the $5 Friday, my friend. He said, hope you are having a great Good Friday. Huh? Yeah. Who's doing it? You're doing it. You're doing it. You hang up first, Joe Pro. What's good, Uriel Villanueva? Thank you for being here, my friend. Always good to see you're smiling. Well, you don't have a face, but that looks like a smile. The you looks like a smile, Uriel. How come you don't have a picture on your profile? Are you that superior that we can't see your beautiful face, Uriel Villanueva? I don't know why I have to use your full name. Sandoval H-Town, what's up, dog? Alan Denson is here. Terrence J is in the building. Stephen Luther, what's up, Playboy? SVG, Sylvia, hey, girl. CC, by the way, gotta say, CC was first today on the $5 Friday. CC, thank you so much for sending it in. I very much appreciate you. Jen sent in a $5 Friday on the Venmo, and so did Sylvia. Thank you, ladies. The ladies are in early on the $5 Friday. Thank you, ladies. And then, of course, Joe Pro. I cannot forget. I thought about you today, Joe Pro. I feel like Joe Pro comes off as like, I just drive a tractor and drink a lot. Joe Pro is like the most, I feel like Joe Pro could make like a 7-course meal that would like rival any French chef in the world. He's like this sophisticated country is what Joe Pro is. He's like, when you talk to him, you're like, this dude is so smart and educated, but then he's like, I drink and drive a tractor. But you're like, no, you son of a bitch. Don't you fool us. We know you're over there reading books and shit. You settle down. Hey, Alan, thank you for the super chat. Thank you. Tell Kathy I said thank you for the super chat. She's in on the $5 Friday for the ladies, so I appreciate that. Walt, what's up, player? Good to see you, Justin Kelm. Sorry about your Pirates. I'll just be saying that all season. Ray said, how come Oliver's picture's light is off? Because it burns out too fast. Nora and I are looking for a solution where we can light it up because I'll turn it on, but then it just goes out in like an hour. It's not a good light that I have for it. So we got to figure out a better option for that. Alan Denton said over under at 2:45 for a rant. I'm in too good of a mood to rant, you dumbass. All right. Thank you, Alex Villanueva. I had a lot of fun last night. If you guys missed it, oh my God, you missed so much fun. So me, John Westling, Mike Liebeshock, we did what they call a side cast of the Astros opening game where you don't see it on the screen. You don't hear it, the audio, because we can't, because that would be a violation of copyright laws. But we watch the game with you. We comment on the game. You comment on the game. The chat, it's very interactive. I had the game cast on the screen. It was a blast. So much fun. A lot of people showed up for it. We're going to definitely do it again. I don't know when, how, or why, but don't miss the next one because it was a blast. So if you showed up and you were there, thank you so much, man. Really appreciate it. D-Water said, I hope you get a paycheck, Jen. Not yet. Not yet. No, not what? Are you the one saying paycheck? Killing me, Jen. No, I'm not. No. Okay, well, let's just get into it. Oh, wait, first. No. We're not going to get into it yet. First, we drink. You guys know on Fridays we drink. Now, I will not be getting drunk today. I shan't be doing it. But we are going to drink. And we're going to enjoy it. And we do it ASMR style. So let's get the Bacardi in first. By the way, I did have another bottle of Jameson. I polished off the other one last night. So here we go. Here's your ASMR drinking on a Friday. Oh, that's the Bacardi. Let's go, baby. Now for that Coke. Oh, yeah. That's so nice. That's so good. My favorite part. the stir. Oh my God. Tell the truth. Who's hard right now? Crystal, are you hard right now? Huh? Okay. That was inappropriate. Don't ask the ladies that, Barry. God damn it. It's gross. Yeah, I'm not getting drunk today. Just so we're aware. I got 2 shit-faced last Friday. Never going to repeat that again. Famous last words. I definitely ate before this show, just so we're all on the same page. I was like, you know what? These sons of bitches are going to get me drunk. I have to eat. So I ate, okay? I had food. Definitely don't plan on getting wasted today. So, thanks, Terrence, man. I'm glad you had a good time. Tony, what's up, Playboy? Is Rapaport funny? Dude is annoying, in my opinion. That's a good question, Tony. I thought he was funny, but here's what happens. And trust me, I've learned this on my own too, Tony. But a lot of times when you think people are funny and then they do something like what Michael Rapaport did with KD and they come out and they're like, he said bad things about me. And they show you a different side of them. A lot of us in the public will look at that person and go, it kind of cheapens their funny. It brings them back to some sort of weird, like normal status instead of that's just a funny guy, right? Like if you see Will Ferrell do something serious, you're like, what the fuck, man? I don't want to see that. Just be goofy and make up crazy things. So I think what happens is when Michael Rapaport does shit like this with that beef with KD, it makes him feel less funny, if that makes any sense, right? Like for me, if I go on about a serious topic or I bitch about something then people are like, just be funny. And they look at you like you're less funny. I don't think he's less funny. I just think people look at that and go, kind of a bitch move. Just my opinion. Andy said Rapaport is a good comic actor. Yeah, I don't know that he does. Does he do stand-up, Andy? I don't even know that. I really don't know if he does stand-up or not, but I think he's funny when he does his little rants and his little skits. By the way, never anything a comic does, never say it's a skit. It's just, ugh. Yeah, exactly. Oh, really? See, that's my point exactly. So he's not a stand-up. Okay. But House is right. Like you watch Will Ferrell in a fucking Lifetime movie and you're like, really? Nothing the whole time? Not one funny line? Jesus. So it stings a little bit. So that's my 2 cents, Tony. Good question though. Ray said my sister is on her way home. Lamb bomb. Gotta go pack my shit. Nora's on her way home. Well, good. I'll put my pants on. Yeah, no, we're good. Okay. Thank you for everybody for being here. I have a special announcement to make. I don't even have like an announcement thing. What do I have?
Pull up your pants.
That's not it. Nope. No, maybe this? Yeah, there we go. So, there will be a 3rd hour today. In fact, there will be a 3rd hour every Friday. From now on Friday, there will be a 3-hour show. However, the 3rd hour will only be for Patreon members. I have been trying to figure out how to add value for you guys that have diligently and generously continue to support me and this show through Patreon. You are the diehard deckheads. You are the down for me, ride or die. We're with you until the wheels fucking come off, deckheads. Those are the ones that are on the Patreon. And I thought, you know what? How do I make these guys happy? How do I provide value to you? I'm sure you like the shirts and the koozies and the bags and the stuff that we do and the discounts. But I think what we all like is hanging out together and doing this show. So you know what? Every Friday from 4 o'clock to 5 o'clock, this show will continue, but it will only be for those on the Patreon. Here's how it works. Everybody pay attention. Yeah, I know, right? Lamb bomb! We're doing 3-hour Fridays, bitches. I had originally said that I would wait until we hit 200. We are going backwards, and it's just not going to be a thing. 200 patrons is pie in the sky. So I thought, you know what? Fuck it. Why make the ones that are here and supporting me wait? Let's just do 3 hours. We'll cross the 200 bridge if and when it ever happens. But what we're going to do is now, every Friday, we're going to do a 3-hour show. The first 2 hours will be live on YouTube for everybody. The third hour will also be on YouTube until we switch over, right? Until that happens and we figure that out. The third hour, not this, the third hour will be on YouTube, but it will be unlisted and private. You will have to have the link in order to see the show. And the only place where you'll find that link on the Patreon. So that's going to happen at 3:55 when we go to break. We're going to take a 5-minute break. We're going to switch over to the third hour stream, and we're going to do the show. And it's not going to be anything different. It's still going to be Barry on Deck. It's still going to be sports and entertainment and whatever else, but it is going to be a third hour of the show every Friday exclusively for members of the Patreon. So it looks like a lot of you guys are jazzed about this. I'm tired of seeing yo ass, Barry. Oh, well, that makes a third hour not seem good. But for 3 hours I could tolerate. Okay. All right. Good to know. D-Mod is in. I think that means White Magic's in. Aaron J. Bryan is here and in. Let's see. Yes. Okay. Good. I was hoping. I didn't know. Mo, what's up, Mo? Good to see you, buddy. I rarely see you in the chat anymore. What's up, Uriel? So, this is my big news, and I have one more announcement. There will be a special once-a-month show for Patreon, and that show will be its own show, probably in the evenings, maybe on a Friday night or a Saturday night. That will be more of a variety show. And what I mean by that is it will only be for Patreon subscribers. And it could be trivia night. It could be a Astros watch party. It could be a movie watch party. Oh, I don't know. Maybe we just all get together on Zoom or Teams and hang out and shoot the shit and talk, kind of like Clubhouse, but a video version of that. All of that's on the table. All that's in play. We'll do that once a month, and it will only be for members of the Patreon. So I have racked my brain. How can I give back to the people that have supported me for damn near a year, for 224 episodes of this? And I thought, well, let's just do more. Let's just do more and have more fun. And yes, I plan on bringing in guests. Yes, I plan on, it's going to be treated normal, but it is just going to be for you guys that support me on the Patreon. So again, I thank you for your support. I want you to know I value it. And we're going to do more of this. So, yes. Jen is killing it, you guys. Behind the scenes, she is absolutely killing it. So, what is this? White Man said special mods for the exclusive show, not the regular mods. No, it's still YouTube. It's still the same YouTube. So if you're a mod now, you're a mod for those shows. That's just how it's got to go. Amos, what's up, Playboy? He said, you sure you want to do 3 on Friday? You kind of lose steam around 2:30. Look, I do get a little drunk sometimes. A little bit. But that's why also there won't be as much drinking, okay? He says as he drinks his Bacardi. Yeah, listen, there's gotta be a reason to do it. So, yeah, 3 hours. Yes, it's like a VIP rope at the club. You can only get the link to the show on Patreon. That's it. It's the only place. Thank you for the super chat, the $5 Friday super chat, Josh. Josh said, where to go? Did I just hear you correct? VIP entrance for us special folks. Definitely a lamb bomb. Absolutely, my dude. Thank you so much, man. Thank you for the super chat on $5 Friday. Thank you all, man. I thank you for the support. Seriously. And I couldn't figure out what to do. I thought 3 hours on Fridays. Jen was like, well, let's do some special shows. Let's do some things. So we're going to do trivia and watch parties and Zoom and all that stuff. So we're going to keep putting our heads together and giving you guys as much value as we can for this. So let's go. All right, let's get the show started. Speaking of Patreon, though, I do have to do this. We do this every Friday. I update you guys on who has joined the Patreon. As you can see, last week we're at 121. This week we're at 115. I've told you guys this 1,000 times. I love you too, Terrence. I do. More than you'll ever really know. But look, at the first of the month, everybody's credit card gets run, so I'm not worried about that number. What I'm worried about is Daniel Davis just upgraded to a big deckhead, and he did it for the year. Daniel Davis, thank you, my friend. I appreciate you. You're a gentleman and a scholar. So there's our latest Patreon update. And again, if you want to join the Patreon, it's real simple. All you got to do is go to patreon.com/Barry on Deck. That's patreon.com/Barry on Deck. You sign up, you support the show, you get the third hour every Friday, you get the show once a month that's exclusive for Patreon, plus you get all this shit you see on your screen depending on the level you sign up for. If you sign up for Big Deckhead, you get everything in column 1 plus everything in column 2. If you sign up for Huge Deckhead, you get everything that you see on the screen, the semi-annual gift, the annual gift, the koozie, the bag, all that swag. You save 20% on merch, free shipping, a picture of Oliver, all of it. All of that and more. So make sure you go sign up, support the show, and support a fledgling YouTube fuckface like myself. Patreon.com/Barry on Deck. Uriel said, is there any way to get the link? I got hacked and I'm waiting on a new card, so Patreon payment didn't go through. I tell you what, Uriel, you're my guy. You've been fucking with me for a long time. Here's what we'll do. Email Jen. All right. I trust you, Uriel. I know you're a good dude. I know you're a fucking deckhead through and through. So I put Jen's email on the screen right here. Email Jen at barryondeck.com. And when the link goes up, she'll send it to you. So you can watch the third hour. I do not want you missing it. I know that shit happens. And by the way, it sucks that happens. So I'm sorry. I'm sorry you're going through that. That's horse shit. So Jen, yes, please take care of Uriel when he emails you so he can be a part of the third hour today. Okay. And anybody else, if you sign up, if you want to go join Patreon right now, just so you can get to the third hour, all you got to do, if you don't get on or whatever, just email Jen at barryondeck.com. She'll send you the link so that your Patreon, all she's got to do is see your name because you may not have access or something may not work or whatever. Once your name pops up, Jen will send you the link until we get all that figured out, including the Discord. So, White Magic said, I want a Barry on Deck email handle. What would you do with it, White Magic? I'm curious. Why? What would be the like Jen needs it to represent the show when she's dealing with clients or, other businesses or whatever. Why are you going to be my IT guy? Because I know you do IT. Are you my IT guy now? Can I blame you when shit goes wrong? Because if I can blame you for all the problems of this show, technically, then fuck yeah, I'll give you a Barry on Deck. Yes. No, I actually, by the way, Josh, if you guys don't know, the Sally Struthers level is you can edit your Patreon and type in whatever you want. And Joe Pro started that with $20 a month. He called it the Sally Struthers because you're sponsoring a fledgling YouTube fuckface for $1 a day. So Josh, House, Joe Pro, and Justin Swinford all signed up for the Sally Struthers level. And I have a surprise for you four. I'm going to do it this weekend. You'll get it next week, but it is only for the four of you. No one else will have this. No one else will know about it. It is just for you four. So look for that in the mail next week for you Sally Struthers folks. Well, I said, that's fine. I'll handle the tech. Oh, you fucked up. You fucked up so bad. You're going to be in trouble. All right, let's get to some sports, you guys. Nope, that's not what I wanted to go first. I wanted these headlines to go first. Texans are considering Alex Smith if Deshaun Watson is traded or suspended. That's the rumor around town. I mean, you got Tyrod Taylor. I think I would take my chances with Tyrod Taylor over Alex Smith at this point. I'm just being honest. I admire Alex Smith coming back and all that. I think, six touchdowns, 8 interceptions. I think I'd still rather see Tyrod Taylor out there on the field than Alex Smith at this point. Not that Alex Smith's story isn't great and all that, but that's the rumor anyways, is that they could be looking at Alex Smith if this Deshaun Watson thing ends up, whether he's traded or suspended. The Mets and the Nationals' entire series, the opening day game was postponed. Now the entire series has postponed. The Mets will open their season against the Phillies because another player was tested as positive. What's up, Chad Bird? Thanks for being here, big dog. Yeah, Total Dallas is a good dude, man. Listen, don't let the fact that he loves Dallas upset you in any way, Chad. He's not that big of a douche. I promise. He's a good dude. Thanks for being here, Chad. Sources are saying that Dustin Poirier has signed his deal to fight Conor McGregor in the trilogy, so that's good. Shaq Lawson restructured his deal to free up more cap space for the Houston Texans, so also a good thing moving forward for the Texans because they have their work cut out for them. That is for sure. By the way, Chad, just so you know, I just want to lay some ground rules if you're new, okay? We call each other names a lot. So if I call you or Total Dallas or anyone a raggedy bitch, it is a term of endearment. Please don't take it personally and get upset because that tends to happen with the new folks. I mean, if I call you a raggedy bitch, it's probably because you're being a raggedy bitch, but it's not a bad thing. So don't worry about it, okay? Total Dallas said Chad is a horrible Seahawks fan. No, what? I mean, I'd rather fuck with a Seahawks fan than a Cowboys fan. Except CeCe, I love her. I think let's move on, shall we? Hey, I don't know if you saw this, but remember a couple days ago we talked about the Durant Michael Rapaport thing? Well, Kevin Durant has finally made it known that he's sorry. He didn't mean that Michael Rapaport actually sucks penis. It's just a saying. Right? What up, Walt? I didn't even see you come in here, man. Good to see you. He doesn't actually mean that he's pale, even though he actually is pale. Just like Barstool didn't mean that Michael Rapaport has herpes, even though it's plausible that he has herpes. Not that there's anything wrong with that. Some of you listening to this show right now have herpes. That's a fact, Mo. Shaq Lawson, next level loyal. Here's the thing. So, Michael Rapaport, if you missed it, he tweeted out, "These are the disgusting things that I get all the time." Kevin Durant told him, called him the C word, a pale cocksucker, all this crazy shit. So finally, Durant comes out and says, "Look, I'm sorry that people have seen the language I used. That's not what I want people to see or hear from me." I think this is important to notice here. He didn't say, "I'm sorry for what I said." So let's not be like, "Oh, KD caved to cancer culture. That's not." No, he didn't. What he said is, "I'm sorry you saw me call him the C word. I'm sorry you had to read me calling him a pale cocksucker. I'm sorry. I'm not sorry I said it. I still think he's a C word and a cocksucker. I'm just sorry you guys had to see it." Also, you could probably call him a hoe-ass snitch for posting the pictures of the text anyway. So, I think it's important to note that. I want to say this, and I mean this with all sincerity. I have a new level of respect for KD. I didn't think he had this in him. I was telling Josh Beard today on his show, I didn't think he was this gangster. He seems soft. You got a burner account. You hide behind a fake account on Twitter. Seems kind of keyboard warrior-ish. Well, apparently not. I'm going to spit in your face. KD went after it. Now, whether that was going to translate into anything, you and I both know it would. He's got too much to lose. But he said what he said. And then Michael Rapaport is the bitch that had to screenshot it and post it. Like, look at the hate I get. Bro, you cap on people for a living. You roast people and talk shit to people for a living. And now you're mad because someone did it to you? Fuck out of here, man. You're too soft. Get out of that. Stop doing that if you can't take it. Katie's got balls though. I like it. And he said, "Look, that's not what I want people to see or hear from me. I'm going to still do it. And I'm sorry you had to see it, but I'm not sorry I said it." I respect that. Yeah, I know Katie's from the Baltimore area. Which, I mean, that doesn't necessarily mean anything. But he's always had, no one looks at KD and goes, "Ooh, that dude's gangster." Like you look at DeMarcus Cousins or What's the Aussie dude that everyone's scared to fight that played for the Thunder forever? Steven Adams. You're like, yeah, I'm not fucking with them dudes. Yeah. Even like Trevor Ariza was one of those dudes that, like, when you hit him, he just goes, and you're like, oh shit, I just punched this dude in the face and he laughed at it. Like, those are guys that scare you. KD? Like, you can't be that lanky and be scary. It's just not possible. If there is literally no definition to your leg from the top of the crease in your groin to your ankle, if it is all the same size top to bottom, no one is like, that guy's gangster. That guy with those 2 broomsticks? Watch out. Fuck around and get swept up in this hole. Like, no one's scared of KD like that, just based on appearance. And then when you couple that with the fact that he was hiding behind accounts online to praise himself and talk shit, that ain't gangster. That ain't gangster when there's other dudes that'll just get on Twitter and be like, fuck around and find out. Then you're like, oh shit. So, yeah. Eamon said, I thought I saw KD take a shot at his wife. That's why he posted the text. Even so, like, if I'm arguing with somebody and they take a shot at my wife, I'm not gonna post that. I'm just gonna be like, well, fuck you, man. What's up? Let's meet. I would love for you to spit in my face and say the shit that you just said about my wife to my face. Like, but I'm not gonna be like, look what happened. I don't know if I've ever posted something, unless it was out of a joke or something. Dealing with a business, if they try to hit me with that bullshit on the slide, like on the low, like Amazon might be like, hey, if you just take down that tweet, we'll send you a $5 gift card or something. That's different. But like, this was just man to man. And who initiated it again? If I'm not mistaken, no, I think KD is the one that initiated it, right? Yeah, KD's the one that initiated. He sent him his own tweet and called him a bitch. You a bitch. But see, none of that is like, I don't think that's a big deal. I mean, it got personal, but I don't know. I don't know. I mean, I think, the wife thing is too far. The kids thing is too far, but whatever, David Green said, what was the announcement? I missed it. Well, David Green, maybe you shouldn't be tardy to class. And you would have heard that there's going to be a 3-hour show every Friday from now on, but you got to be a member of Patreon to watch the 3rd hour. Maybe you would have seen that. Maybe you would have known how to get the link. Maybe all of that would have mattered. Barry say, oh, what's up, Caden? Hey, Caden, how are you? You take shots at my family and it becomes more personal. I wouldn't put it out there. Yeah. That's my point. Barry and the HEB mask incident. Yeah. What? Are you saying you're bored, David Green, or you were sleeping? Is that why you missed it? Barry and the HEB mask incident. Did I put that out there? I don't think I put that out. I mean, I tell stories and shit. Yeah, I don't know. I just don't think KD is gangster. Anyways, I digress. This was the internet can be so mean. I love hearing that, White Magic. The internet can be so mean. So imagine you are the best quarterback on the planet and you're like super excited because you have a deal with Adidas. And you're like, I'm going to get a signature shoe. And I don't know why you would say it like that, but you did. And you love ketchup. And you just had a baby. And you're like, hey, I need a logo. So you work with the fine people at Adidas to make you a logo. What I'm getting at here is that Adidas filed a trademark for a PM logo, which appears to be for Patrick Mahomes. It was made on March 29th and claims Adidas has an intent to use the logo soon. The problem is the internet is a bunch of assholes And when the logo was posted, oh, that's it. That's the logo. When it was posted, people started, of course, losing their shit over how dumb this looked. When you see that, first of all, when I look at that, I'm like, that's the best thing. Is that a gladiator mask plus a Russian sickle? Is that the power button on an Xbox? Is that the Quake logo? Why is that? Oh, I see the P now and the M. Why is the box cut out in the top? Why does legitimately this looks to me like somebody made it in MS Paint? And I'm not talking about Andrew Clay, who joined us on the show for his MS Paint highlights. I'm talking worse. I'm talking way worse. They're like, this is going to be on bags, on footwear, on footballs. We can't wait. Exactly, Donna. Donna said, or is it Prince? Yeah. Maybe Patrick Mahomes is changing his name. Maybe Patrick Mahomes is just like, you know what? I'm not going by Patrick anymore. I'm going by a symbol. See, I didn't see it until later, Terrence, but it does look like the gladiator thing, right? I just don't like you see where the red arrow is pointing? That line looks out of place. Like that, I think this is just an awful looking logo. Most people were like, that's definitely hammer and sickle. That's definitely Soviet Russia. Marcia said that's PowerPoint text box moved to the front covering the logo. Yeah. It's just like, let's just crop this out. I really feel like look. If you have this much money, I made the logo for Barry on Deck along with some help from my buddy Justin Trapp. We worked on the design and this is what we settled on. It's what it is. We're going to address that Aaron J. Bryant. Hold on a second. So, the Who's Fancy Media logo, I went out and I paid somebody on Fiverr. I don't even know if I showed you guys the Who's Fancy Media logo yet. But yeah, but I'm also operating on a budget. Where's the Who's Fancy Media logo? This is what it looks like. That's once Who's Fancy gets rolling and the media company gets rolling, that's the Who's Fancy Media logo. That's what we have made. A couple different versions of it. There's a white one, the gray. So I paid somebody on Fiverr to make those, right? But I don't have Adidas money. I don't have Patrick Mahomes money. I have fired from ESPN radio, now just a content creator on YouTube money. So I was like, well, I'll pay, but I can't, bro, this looks like this logo. It doesn't even look like they had this made on Fiverr. It looks like they had this made on Threever. Like, I'm not even sure he paid somebody $5 to create this thing. This is awful. It's not good at all. And I understand that it was trying to be a P and all that. And the M, but the little chunk missing out of the top left. Like, what happened between 9 and midnight? What happened between 9 and midnight that we just said, fuck, we don't need this anymore? That's pretty bad. White Magic said it looks like QAnon. Holy shit! Oh, let the conspiracies begin, White Magic. Now you've done it. Oh my God. Now they're going to be rolling in left and right. Patrick Mahomes is trying to get Donald Trump thrown in jail. Oh, Lord. Yeah, that's pretty bad. So, of course, the internet roasted the shit out of him. And, let me look. I'm not going to say he deserved it. He kind of deserved it. Okay, let's address this Aaron J. Bryant message in the chat. By the way, my allergies are really bothering me, so I'm kind of stopped up. Can't breathe. Did I miss a super chat, by the way? I feel like I may have missed a super chat. No, I did not. Okay, good. Yep, Josh was the last one. Okay, so let's go. Ray said I'm a stay-at-home cat watcher. That is outstanding, Ray. That's outstanding. Oh, thank you, White Magic. You like the Who's Fancy logo. I'm digging it too. Okay, we got to address this message from Aaron J. Bryant. Is your cousin near you right now, Aaron J. Bryant? Is he listening to this? What's your cousin's name? I want to talk to him. I want to talk to cousin J. Bryant directly. Is he here? Is he listening? Because Aaron J. Bryant's cousin just asked him if I was a preacher. What? Why? Do I give off a Jack Easterby vibe? Am I like, well, you think when Jesus walked on water, he moonwalked on water? Let's raise the offering. I want to know why. You think when Jesus walked on water, that he pimp walked on water, he crip walked on water? I got to know why, Aaron J. Bryant. No, he walked off. Okay. Well, I want to know why I really need an answer to this question. I want to know what about this back here and this and me saying curse words would be like, oh, that guy definitely close to the Lord. That guy definitely. Shut up, House. Yeah, when he comes back, let me know, because I want to talk to the guy. Put him on the goddamn chat. Is that Clippy? No, that's not Clippy the Clip Art. Stupidest name on the planet, by the way. Clippy the Clip Art. Dumbass. Mimi said that logo is the quarterback formerly known as Pat Mahomes. That's good shit. Hey, what's up, Celio? Is that a claw for picking up stuff? Holy shit, Celio. That is too fucking funny. That does look like that vending machine where you're like, oh man, you think I could get what is that fucking pound puppy? What is that thing called? Those fucking Beanie Babies? You're like, put another $1 in, put $5 like, bzzz, and then you go to get it and just, God damn it. Try again, $30 more. By the time you're done, you've paid like $90 for some bullshit ass stuffed animal. Bro, that's exactly what that looks like. That is too funny. What a great observation. Because it's always got those 3 prongs. Wow, that's really good. Looks like Magneto's mask. Oh, that's a good one too. Yeah, 300. If you said 300, that's good. Yeah, that's funny shit. What does this say? You did say Jesus lettered in water walking yesterday. Oh, well, okay. Don't be mad at me because I speak the truth. You know, Jesus probably did letter at water walking. I missed something here. Where'd it go? Oh, here goes Luis. Oh, you didn't hear? He made Adidas allow his baby mama to make the logo. No, shut up. Don't you start spreading rumors and lies, Luis Zelaya. I will not have that from my chat moderators. No. Joe Osteen vibe. What? Oh, Aaron J. Bryan said he could only hear you talking about the Patrick Mahomes logo. Couldn't see you. Oh. Well, I don't know. Jess, what's up, girl? Thank you for the $5 Friday. She said, I overslept. How's it going? Lamb bomb time. Okay. But I'm telling you right now, this is the one and only shot I'm doing on this show today, especially because we're going until 5 o'clock. No. This is it. And I'm shooting, hold on. Why am I shooting Bacardi? I went and found the other bottle of Jameson. Hold on, chat. Give me a second, please. Time to break the seal. Time to break the seal on a new bottle of Jamie. Oh. Let's hear what that sounds like. Let's go. Oh my God. What's going on right now? Oh. Damn, I need to work out. What's up? Alan, Kathy, shots for you. You guys have to drink too, though. Thank you for the super chat. You have to drink as well if I'm doing this, okay? Everybody has to fucking drink. If I'm drinking, Jess, you better get your goddamn shot glass out right now. Get it out, Jess. Alan, don't be bullshitting me. I need pictures on the Discord of all you hoes drinking shots with me. Yes, by the way, Jess, a new thing starts today. The third hour. What's up, Katie? The third hour of the show will be every Friday. It will be a 3-hour show, but hour number 3 is going to be Patreon only. So if you're not on the Patreon, you got to get on the Patreon because the link will be posted there. It'll be on an unlisted part of YouTube. Only way to get to it will be to have that link on Patreon. All right. Cheers to you guys. Thank you one and all for supporting the show. I appreciate you more than you will ever really know. Thanks for hanging out with me on Great Friday. It never gets old. Yes, it does. Cheers. Okay, I'll take it, Katie. Coffee's fine. You gotta do what you gotta do. Oh my God. Boy, that would hit different. That's that first sip off the new bottle. Hadn't had a chance to get stagnant. That one was ripe. Oh, Jess can't drink. So you got me over here. I'm fucking working, Jess. Jess says I can't drink. I have work at 4. I'm working now and I'm drinking. Uh-oh, Jeremy Bittiger. What? Work interfering? Oh, you dirty, dirty soul, you. Well, look at this. I am super surprised. I didn't think this was going to happen today because I swear to God, he said it wasn't. But he is here, and I'm excited because joining me on the... By the way, I hope you see this, Jerome. Joining me on the show right now, Jerome Solomon from the Houston Chronicle. What do you think of the background? I got you a fancy background.
Oh, but I thought you were cool with like the fish tank and the lawnmower in the back, and
I made you your own, like, because I have one.
Didn't you used to have an old felt picture of Jesus and Martin Luther King in the background?
Yes, sharing a meal at an Italian restaurant in the Bronx. You didn't know that? Jesus and Martin Luther King shared a bowl of pasta in the Bronx.
At the Last Supper.
Yeah, well, that was
an old fancy felt Last Supper. Oh, but it was a black and white. I mean, not black and white. It was a blue light painting where you put the blue light on it and illuminated.
Yeah, it glowed up. So, yeah, and wherever you went around the room, Martin's eyes followed you, not Jesus's, because Martin was still going to check somebody every now and then.
Jesus was eating. He got to eat.
Jesus is busy. He's like, listen, I got souls to save. Nobody's saving souls on an empty stomach.
If you gonna feed 5,000 people with a cup of fish and loaves of bread, you better eat.
Fishing will take it out of you. I'm a fisher of men. You gotta have pasta. Got a carb load to save.
A starving man walking on water gonna drown. That's all I'm saying. Good Lord, we going to hell today.
This is so bad. I really glanced at my text right before I went live and I thought you said I may not be able to make it.
I'm not able to make it. I'm here only because I opened up Twitter and I saw you said Jerome's joining me shortly. I was like, well, I ain't gonna. He told the people. So I hate false advertising more than anything. You told the people. You said he coming, and then if you wouldn't, they'd be like, that's what the brothers do. That's what the black man do. Black man say he gonna show up, he gonna show up.
He's a week late because next Friday I'd be like, well, it's about time. No, I always do that, and then I check with you, but I can't wait because sometimes you just show up and you don't confirm. No, that's not I'm just saying you're busy, so I'm like, hey, can you make it?
I don't think it's a bad thing. You gonna think I'm concerned about you and your opinion and your?
Don't make me start exposing our tweets where you call me a pale cocksucker like Michael Rapaport.
I'm much. That's hilarious. I'm much more along the lines of, well, wait a minute. even after I told him I couldn't make it, he still tweeted that out. I'm like, well, damn.
I tweeted that before.
Brother desperate. No, I think the timeline will show.
What time did
brother
you...
desperate. This is like when somebody is like they on drugs and they need it. You're like, man, I ain't loaning you $20. But they already told everybody you give them $20. So
y'all, Jerome loaned me $20.
Like, man, I better give him $20 because I don't want the dope man to hurt you.
And I don't want the family thinking I'm cheap. You texted me at 1:58. I went live at 2:01. I hadn't checked my phone, so it was like I literally checked. I think while I was starting the show.
You sure about that? Because I thought I texted way before you were going on air.
No, it says 1:58. It says 1:58.
Because your tweet I think was like 47.
Oh, that's all your business on there too. I won't show all that. I'm not Michael Rapaport out here side snitching and shit.
And let me start this by saying I have not read the conversation. I got.
You don't want to, or you're just like don't have time?
No,
or don't care.
I got way more important things to be dealing with this foolishness between these two. So I have not read all of it. I obviously I got a wind of it, or whatever. But man, that's some whole ass shit to take what somebody sent you, a grown man, and throw it out there like, look what he did to me. Look what that's really weak.
That's what we were just talking about. You're the guy, you're the brash, roast everybody, talk all that shit, screaming at everybody. And then as soon as someone claps back at you, you run to start showing receipts that happened, but man to man behind closed doors.
No. And what's worse is I'm not even claiming that Rapaport was all affected or hurt, or I'm just like, it's not even about how, that it got to him. It's just, you don't show that to anybody.
Yeah.
Man, if I showed all the DMs I had, if I grabbed my phone, like you just did a minute ago, and showed a text.
But that didn't, it was blurry.
Like you just did a few seconds ago.
It was blurry. No one saw it. I was like, oh, don't do that.
I wouldn't do that. Like, I've got texts from people who are, a high level as Kevin Durant, Now, I ain't no person that gets them hitting at me like he hit a Rapaport. I get that, but I got all that kind of stuff, and I got stuff that would embarrass people big time, to put it mildly. But that's private. I mean, I go at somebody for what they've said, what they've done. Now, this might sound weird in terms of my interpretation of social media, but it would be different if I walked up on you walking into a restaurant or a club or a bar and you accosted me and said that same kind of stuff. Then I'd be like, man, y'all need to see what this brother said to me the other night. And I could tell you what he said and it wouldn't bother me. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But taking a DM.
Yeah.
And a DM when you go back and forth. But again, I haven't read them, so I don't know how far it went. But I'm still like, he came at you directly for a reason.
Yeah.
And I know somewhere in his mind was, hey, let's hash this out. Or let me tell you where I stand, whether I want to hash it out or not, but between us. Because he could have easily gone at him publicly, and he didn't. So if somebody doesn't want it to be public, especially with a public person, I don't roll like that. If he DM Joe Smith, random person, I don't blame Joe Smith for putting it out there.
Right.
But
that's his 15 minutes too. Guy. Yeah, Rapaport doesn't need all that pub. I don't know why he got in his feels about it. Somebody in the chat today said, I think it was because he talked about his wife. Okay. Well, then go back at him and be like, hey man, what's up?
Well, really? So you talk about my wife, and the way I deal with it is to tell everybody you talking about my wife, or is it, I'ma holler at you?
It's on site. Yeah, it's on spit in my face. So I have a reason to whip your ass when I see you. Like, I don't know. It gave me a new level of respect for Kevin Durant too, because I always thought Durant struck me as soft. I always just, something about his look, I was just making jokes about how, like, nobody whose leg is the same width at the top that it is at the bottom scares anybody. Nobody's, Like, you know, you can't be that. You can't
Now
be that
you gotta
tall.
call my man a stick. Now you gotta call him a stick figure. What? Why we got to get all? Why you got to do
It's my
that to
job
a
to
man?
make jokes, but you can't be like, you know, he's not an intimidating. Like I said, if DeMarcus Cousins says something, I'm gonna be nervous, right? Like another cat that I used as a reference was,
And for a fact, even within the physical confines, you know, or physical, you know,
Yeah.
attributes of a person, you know damn well Kevin Garnett ain't coming to your house to do no damage.
no,
Ron Artest,
that's a good one.
that'd
I
be a
said
little
Trevor
bit different.
Ariza, DeMarcus Cousins.
I would
Ron
not
Artest
take
is a
Ron
great one.
Artest
Bruh.
DMs and post them publicly.
No,
I would take him to the police. Straight to the popo and say, hey man,
I would like to file a
my
restraining
life is
order.
on the line here.
This
Help
is-
a brother out. And
That
that's
is
the
a great
thing. Like,
point.
man, don't play that silly game. I will say this. And again, since I haven't read the DMs and don't know the full context of the back and forth, I've always argued before. I know you've argued on the other side, so I'm surprised that we're not arguing about this. But people who've been like, Kevin Garnett is too sensitive and he don't handle situations and he let them, you know, the internet get to him and social media is tearing him apart, right? I'm like, no, he's one of the best players in the world. He delivers all of the time. He's won championships. I don't care about who he won it with, don't matter. When he's been on the court, you've never looked at it and said, he's not one of the best 2-3 players out here or the best out here, right? So almost everything that he does, unless it's, you know, some vicious, violent thing, it all fuels him to being great because he is a great basketball player, right?
Mm-hmm.
So how am I gonna look at a great basketball player and go, man, you got to stop eating all these donuts, man. They're killing you. No, the donuts must be working. You know, if you're a great basketball player. So Kevin Garnett, everything
Durant.
that's
Durant.
I mean,
Said Garnett.
Kevin Durant, everything around him is what makes him great. So him being sensitive about being a skinny little bony scoundrel from DC, ain't never had to fight because he been great and other people fought for him.
Mm-hmm.
And he's always been, as the thing that he did. I think he did a commercial, but he certainly did wrote about it a little bit, and people talked about that number 2 thing has always stood out to him. That's driven him to be as good as he is. So I'm like, man, go. Doesn't mean you have to respect it.
Yeah.
But you can't say he should stop doing that because it's working for him, right?
It's a great
Where is
point.
it not working for him?
No, you're right. It's a great point. The only bone I had to pick with this, I have a newfound respect for him because he didn't strike me as this type of guy. But you know, I can't help anytime I see him now, I think about burner accounts and hiding behind other accounts to say what he said or do what he did. And you can't be one of those,
right.
Hey, I'll say it to your face. Not if you have burner accounts. You can't own it that way. You can't, you know what I mean? So that was like, but that's why I was like, he's soft. He's a punk. You got to have a burner, because Ron Artest ain't having a burner account. Ron Artest is like, holla at me, come see me, right?
No,
like,
that's easy to say, but we don't know who has burner accounts. We don't know who goes where, and they get, and they also get so much advice. What is the advice? Everybody, top to bottom, from their preacher to their mama to their brother to their advisor, their accountant, their manager, their coach, their general manager, their team owner. Every last one of them gives that player the same advice. Let it go.
oh, that's hard though.
They all give him the exact same advice.
Yeah.
So this burner account thing doesn't bother me nearly as much as it bothers other people. Because I'm like, he doesn't have a burner account because he's scared to say what he wants to say. It's everybody in the world that he knows says, don't say what you really think. Everybody. Except for, you know, his fool, you know, probably some dude called Bonehead. Bonehead is boy. Bonehead him go back to the 3rd grade. Bonehead be like, man, tell him what you think. You got to tell him what.
Say it with your chest.
Everybody else say something. Bonehead on that side.
It's an SH.
I give him credit. I give him credit. He's like, everybody I know says this. Bonehead says that. I think Bonehead is wrong.
Bonehead, I think that's why he got his nickname. He said some boneheaded ass shit. He got some boneheaded advice. Look, there are people in sports, there are athletes that will, for good or for bad, tell you what they think online. And they don't. So that was the only thing, is there are people that will say what they think.
They either go with it or don't.
Yes.
I get that, but it's
I respect you more if you like say something and mess up and be like, damn, I shouldn't have said that. I respect that at least.
But that's this punk ass world we're in today. Like, you gonna respect somebody for what they say online. Ooh, oh, he bad. Oh man, do you see what he tweeted at that Joker? Oh, sucky now. That shit don't impress me.
I hate
please. He put it on the gram.
He made a TikTok.
No, a video. Oh no. He went on for 22 seconds. Come on, man. That don't. I'm sorry. That like, be a man and tweet it.
Well,
really?
Yeah. I mean,
be a man and tweet it. Really? Be a man and tweet it.
That is hilarious.
Tweet don't even sound. Come on. I'm much more. If somebody comes at me or says some BS on Twitter, or a real person that I know I can get at and talk to, I'll DM them like, yo, what, you know, let me explain where I am. If you got a problem with that, fine. But let's at least take it over here to DM so we can discuss it. You can get better understanding of what I'm thinking. I can get better understanding why you so ridiculous.
Why you're wrong.
And we come to an understanding. Because I've done that with many folk, you know.
Well, especially doing what you
do. Radio jokers regularly, because, you know. But people freak out online. I'll tell you one. I had with a radio host.
I was gonna ask you. I wanted one example. Don't say names. So this is good. This is what I want.
Good dude, a good dude. I mean, most people think he's a good dude. He's a little out there, but that's all right. That's who he is, you know. And he hard. He probably one of the hardest radio folk in town. Fine. I said something along the lines of, he wasn't even on it. It wasn't him. He wasn't in the conversation. Wasn't directed to him. Damn sure wasn't subtweeting, because it's a stupid thing to subtweet. I said something like I can't even think of what it is. It was so ridiculous. But it would be like if I said, anybody who thinks the Rockets need to trade James Harden is an idiot. This joker like, you calling me an idiot? I'm like, dude, I wasn't talking directly to you. I was just talking to. I was just talking. I wasn't even talking to anybody specifically. And he was all in his feelings about it. And so I DM and say, dude, hold on, man. Look, I don't know who you think you're dealing with, but I ain't that one. You know, so relax.
You'll fuck around and find out, player. Let me tell you what.
But then he came back, oh, you don't know me. And I was like, dude, I know I don't know you, but clearly you don't know me. And again, we're arguing about something that ain't about you. It ain't even about me. It's about me saying, if you think this way, you're a dumbass.
I really think I know who you're talking about.
And you want to argue, you want to threaten to fight me over being called a dumbass. And I literally, I don't know, it may have been 2 tweets in or 2 DMs in. Hell, it might have been the first. It wasn't the first one. I usually give you a chance. Somewhere within the first 3 or 4 DMs, here's the address. You want, you know, if you want to come and fight me over me saying anybody who thinks this is a dumbass and has nothing to do with you, I mean, you know.
Listen, I'm not giving you gas money after I whip your ass. Just know that you're gonna have to pay for the gas to come out here and get your ass whooped.
No, I ain't fighting nobody over no dumbass shit like that. No, ain't gonna be no fight. And I know he's thinking like, bitch ass Jerome. I'm like, man, I don't care what you think.
Yeah.
That's what I don't
You mean
understand.
nothing
Like,
to
why
me.
do you care what I say when I don't care what you think?
Mm-hmm.
We don't have that kind of relationship. But if you got to know me, you would know. I call you a dumbass to your face. I
Yes, you
ain't trying
will.
to trick you.
You literally do it every week on my show.
Well, that's different though.
And I'm
Like,
here.
but that's different. You you play a dumbass on TV, right?
I mean, that's
I
what
know you're not a.
Yeah.
That's okay.
Yeah.
All right, like
Wait.
if there was a dumbass wardrobe, that's what you would show up wearing all the time because
It's true.
You're in character.
Yes, very much so.
Yeah.
I feel like I know who you're talking about, but I
You probably don't. You probably don't. 'Cause like I say, this person is hard. He tough, but he puts up a really good outer persona, which I don't even have a problem with. But I'm just like, man, I'm not walking around talking about whose ass I'm gonna kick and what I'm gonna do because I ain't got time for that. But I ain't gonna argue with you over no dumb shit either.
I want to,
because none of this is that important.
Right. Well,
You
and
know?
that's the other thing. Yeah. I mean, like, my thing is I literally have two sitting in my inbox that I just never even replied to. I'll get the typical, I'll say something that'll offend somebody or upset somebody. Oh, and they'll send me a DM. You're a fucking hack. Barry is not funny. And I probably have 9 of those at any one time unread or unacknowledged in my, you know how you get your DMs and then you get the messages that you have to approve first.
And a lot of times you don't even remember you haven't even replied.
Man, I just leave them hoes over there. I'm like,
some of them you don't even open all the way up. You just see the
more
first
like,
line.
and I'm like, fuck you. I know where that's headed. More like is dead giveaway that you're about to say some stupid ass shit that I don't care about. Yeah, but there are times, and it's because of the culture that we live in 2021. When you do what we do, and I'm sure you felt this. I would venture to say probably earlier in your career than now, but there are times when you get into your feels a little bit where maybe you're overly sensitive about something or you're having a bad week or whatever.
No doubt.
But it's how you handle it afterwards.
On that day. Today is not the day kind of thing.
Today is not the day. Yep.
Yeah, that's normal, but I've always tried to be I've always tried to be level-headed. I may talk some BS and I may feel a certain way, but my intelligence has always led me to understand that I know whose ass I can kick and whose ass I can't. So in an interpersonal reaction, face to face, I talk shit to big bad motherfuckers, but it's from enough of a distance where I got some room, because I ain't scared to run.
Yeah.
At all.
No.
I do what I got to do.
Listen, it's about shit.
But I will also hit you with a brick. I will also get into a fight with people way bigger and badder than me if I feel confident that I can get some damage done. But that's that mentality I've had since I was 5 years old.
Yeah.
And by the time I got to be about 20, I realized, well, that's just a dumbass mentality. That's gonna get your ass kicked. This is gonna get you hurt.
You're gonna get your face cracked one day.
Right. And that ain't gonna happen. I'm not doing that.
Especially now, I've had people.
I've had NFL players threaten me, and I'm like, man, fuck you. But I'm over here. Well,
man,
I know.
Hey, fuck you, man.
One of the reasons you mad at me is because you can't catch a running back, and I'm as good as a running back right now because I'm on the move. I'm gonna turn this corner on you while you trying to chase me down.
Hey, I'm gonna text you down the street. You still want some?
I'm gonna let you know what I think tomorrow.
Yeah, I'm gonna call you, and we're gonna finish this.
But not tonight. Not tonight. We're here at the Museum of Fine Arts or whatever, and you see me, and you like, oh, you the one that wrote that shit. Like, well, yeah, but what? You still mad about that? But you ain't D'Amico Ryans, motherfucker. Don't. Oops. Now I'm getting real specific on that one. How you gonna show up here from Dallas Cowboys on your last leg, knowing you ain't got but a few weeks left in the league, and you mad because I say you ain't D'Amico? Man, get out of here. I won't talk to you. I'm here at a party. I'm here to mind my own business.
Leave me
and you
alone.
can walk up on and challenge me. But one of the great things about those situations though is like I'm giving it from my point of view. If I know my ass is kicked if there's a fight,
right?
And I also know I will hit him with a brick if I can get one.
I will bust him
and
with
I
this
know
glass.
I will run like a bitch if necessary.
Once I hit him with that brick, yeah.
On the other side, they also know, many of them, they know that they can't win this fight because if they jump a media person over some bullshit about a line in a story, it just would ruin them on, you know what I mean?
Well, KD's not ruined, but he's now the villain.
Ron Artest, my boy Ron Artest, and that were really, really cool. So I'm using him only as an example of if we were not cool, trust me, I wouldn't push no buttons around.
You have to know that.
Cool.
I mean, you just have to know that there are certain people you cannot fuck with. Joel used to talk about this on Usual Suspects. He was like, there are about 3 or 4 guys in the NBA that no one will absolutely square up because they're not play. They literally have their friends at the game who will shoot up the stadium like they're that crazy.
That's their job almost.
Yeah. I mean, and he's mentioned like DeMarcus Cousins is gangster. Like that dude don't play. Like he's mentioned, he said Trevor Ariza was pretty much like a guy you probably don't want to fuck. And you can see that when these guys.
Trevor's tough, man.
He's tough, yeah. Dude. But he's not going to back down. But he's not intimidating.
Most of these kind of guys you're describing, I have great respect for because they were able to take, for many of them, not those specific ones we're talking about,
right?
But guys like that, the guys in that circle, they've taken the worst possible circumstances in life, worked beyond that and past that to get to a position where people are saying you're supposed to be better than what you used to be. And they're like, no, I am who I am.
That's me. Yeah. That's just,
like, and especially if they've gotten there by still being them, as opposed to they change their entire personality to become something different. Most of them don't do that. And people go, well, why wouldn't you change everything you are now? Well, nobody else ever does that.
No, and
nobody that you respect does that.
It goes
people. You don't expect somebody to go from being Mr. Suburban little kid, Trevor or Tanner or some crap, and then he gonna become Deshaun once he gets paid. So why you expect a brother from a certain situation to change his whole lifestyle overnight? Because now you got paid. It's unfair.
It goes back to what you were saying earlier though about KD. That's what got them to the point they're at, where people are having to tell them, turn the other cheek, it's not worth it. That drive, that mentality, using that as fuel. So, you can't ask a zebra to change its stripes when the zebra has been successful with those stripes. Like you're like, it's too late now. This is how I got here.
And can't we tell without question, without even evidence, that there have been nights that Kevin Durant showed up to shut somebody up that he heard on social media, and he dropped 40, 50 points because he was telling, Blue Dream 389 that I ain't no bitch.
Yeah.
And it's like, and we would all go, well, that's ridiculous, Kevin Durant. You're not that. And this is some anonymous person. That anonymous person got somebody in the NBA torched that night.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So
no doubt.
Now they're driving you to break laws, do something,
risk your livelihood
on that level. That's different. But he ain't breaking no law. He's just being a little whiny ass on social media.
Yeah. It was bad form for Michael Rapaport.
I want more. He wants more love, maybe. But I would almost argue if he got all that love, he might not be that killer on the court.
Lose his edge.
I don't know.
Hey, Joe Pro sent a super chat. Thank you for the super chat, Joe Pro. Really appreciate you on $5 Friday. He said, this segment makes me want to catch Jerome at the bar and hear what he really thinks. It's so good. That's the good thing about this is Jerome will get you to that line. He's like, but I can't say.
Well, I'm a professional. Can you respect my professionality?
I have professionalism. And I need you to respect.
I got a degree in professionalism, a PhD, professionalism. I'll let you go with the D.
Think of something funny, man.
I gotta get out of here. See.
Uh-oh. You muted. You got muted. You got a call. You I hate you so much. I hate you. That's Jerome Solomon, you guys. Check him out at Jerome Solomon online. That's my dude. Oh, God, he's fucking hilarious. You see how he did that shit? He's like, well, I got to go. God, I love every Friday hanging out with him. It is so much fun. Make sure you read and support Jerome at the Chronicle, chron.com. Follow him on Twitter. He's a really good follow because if you want, you get his takes on this show and we learn about him and but his writing is impeccable. Impeccable. And you're not talking about a guy that went to journalism school to learn how to write. He's just that good. So go give him a follow, man. All right, we're going to take a break. I'm going to go pee. You're going to go pee or poop or whatever it is you do during the 5-minute break. We're going to come back and continue this show. Shout out to Jerome Solomon. Love spending every Friday with him. I will see you in 5 minutes right after this break. This is Barry on Deck. I'm your host, Barry Laminack. Stick around. I'm Barry Laminack, and this isn't what happened in sports. Let's start in the NBA, where trade deadline was this week, and I don't want to give too much away, said anyone dealing with the Rockets. The Rockets traded Victor Oladipo to the Miami Heat for a couple of random dudes and a pick swap. At this point, I feel like the Rockets are just every team's Make-A-Wish Foundation. Lou Williams got traded to his dream destination and favorite place to score, Magic City Gentlemen's Club. I bet he can't wait to try the wings again. Huh? The Miami Heat announced that for their game on April 1, they will open a, quote, vaccinated-only section for fully vaccinated fans. All the other sections will just be reserved for Karens. Oh, and we're told there will be some space available for the unvaccinated in the boxes as well. Warriors coach Steve Kerr said in an interview that he enjoyed last year's losing season more than the previous year when they reached the finals. Hey Steve, if you like losing, boy do I have a team for you. In other sports news, according to a new report, several NFL teams that were interested in Deshaun Watson have now decided to move on without him. Of course, turning him down hasn't stopped them before. Now when you hear a whistle blow, it could be the referee or another woman. Bryce Harper was recently spotted pumping gas in his Phillies uniform, and unlike the Phillies, he got exactly what he paid for it. Minnesota Duluth beat North Dakota in the NCAA hockey tournament. In the 5th overtime period of the game lasted over 6 hours, which is the longest players have been on ice since Colin Kaepernick. In a video post by the WWE corporate trainer, 75-year-old Vince McMahon was seen squatting 1,000 pounds. The only thing weighing him down more is XFL debt. Those are the legs of a guy who gets up 5 times a night to pee. Champion freediver Alexei Mikhonov broke another world record last week after diving 262 feet on a single breath. And if you think that's impressive, Deshaun Watson's been holding his breath for weeks now. Oscar De La Hoya just said he's making a return to boxing. God, I hope he means he's gonna go work at a shipping company. 3 of the current UFC champions are Africans, which isn't surprising because this group of guys grew up eating something called pounded yam. They literally eat whoop ass for breakfast. And finally, horse jockey Adrian McCarthy was suspended for 6 months for testing 1,000 times over British horse racing's cocaine limit. I think we have a picture of him. Authorities became suspicious when he reached the finish line before his horse, winning by a nose. I'd say he needs to take a long look in the mirror, but I think that's part of the problem. McCarthy said he got bored during COVID and was doing cocaine 3 to 4 times a day. Could somebody please give this dude their Netflix password? My favorite part of this story is there's apparently an acceptable level of cocaine where the British are like, yeah, that's fine. I mean, no more than that, but that level's okay. I'm Barry Laminack. That's not what happened in sports. Daddy's
I got your bitch sitting down the goddamn corner doing dope. Sitting down the goddamn corner doing dope. Sitting down the goddamn corner doing dope. Corner doing dope. They are to be ashamed. Sitting down the goddamn corner doing dope. Sitting down the goddamn corner doing dope. Sitting down the goddamn corner doing dope. Corner doing dope. Goddamn right, bitch. Look at here. There you go. They're out here sharing marijuana. Look at here. There you go. The same old nasty ass people from last week. Corner doing dope. Corner doing dope. Corner doing dope. Corner doing dope. Goddamn corner doing dope. Corner doing dope. Corner doing dope. Goddamn right, bitch. Sitting down the goddamn corner doing dope. Sitting down the goddamn corner doing dope. Sitting down the goddamn corner doing dope. Corner doing dope. Dope. Goddamn right, bitch. Goddamn right, bitch. Goddamn right, bitch. Goddamn right, bitch. Corner doing dope. 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 Sitting down the goddamn corner doing dope. Sitting down the goddamn corner doing dope. Sitting down the goddamn corner doing dope. Corner doing dope. Goddamn right, bitch. Look at here. There you go. They're out here sharing marijuana. Look at here. There you go. The same old nasty ass people from last week. Corner doing dope. Corner doing dope. Corner doing dope. Corner doing dope. Goddamn corner doing dope. Corner doing dope. Corner doing dope. Goddamn right, bitch. Sitting down the goddamn corner doing dope. Sitting down the goddamn corner doing dope. Sitting down the goddamn corner doing dope. Corner doing dope. Dope. Goddamn right, bitch. Goddamn right, bitch. Goddamn right, bitch. Goddamn right, bitch. Corner doing dope. 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 Corner doing dope.
Hey, welcome back to hour number 2 of Barry on Deck. I'm your host, Barry Laminack. Thank you guys for sticking around through the break. Very much appreciate you all hanging out. What up, Eric Resendez? Welcome to the show. Better late than never, my friend. Same thing for you, Virginia Buttonweed. Hour number 2 is upon us. Late, but I would not give a shit. Could have skipped the break, really, because having Jerome on, way too much damn fun, as it usually is on a Friday. So thank you to Jerome Solomon for joining me. I'm going to chop that up and put it up on the YouTube channel. If you don't know, if you haven't subscribed, well, god damn it, what are you waiting on? Hit that subscribe button. We will let you know when we drop new videos if you click the little bell there and turn it on. And then once you do that, you're going to know when we go live. You're going to know when we drop videos, all that goodness. If you missed the news, if you're just joining us, Eric, Virginia Buttonweed, Katie, who, by the way, I want to say thank you for your $5 Friday, Katie, on the Venmos. You are the sweetest. Thank you so much. I very much appreciate you, and you know this, man. Oh, shit. Hold on. I always have to check the PayPal because Alex Villanueva will sneak you in. Christopher Reyes with the $5 PayPal. Mr. Reyes, please join us on the 3rd hour show, my friend. Thank you very much for your $5 Friday. Where'd it go? Yep, Alex Villanueva, homie. Thank you so much for your $10, $5 Friday. If you guys missed it, VB, Eric Resendez, Penguin Katie, 3-hour shows from now on. CC, what's up, girl? You just in time for the new news. If you missed it, we are doing 3-hour shows on Friday. Here's the catch. You have to be a member of the Patreon to watch hour number 3. I will post a link, or Jen will post a link in the Patreon that will give you access to the private or unlisted show. So if you don't have that link, can't watch the show. It's just that simple. Yes, 3 hours. We're doing it. We're doing it big. So if you missed it, that's the big news. What's up? Did I see Christopher Mina in the building? Where did that go? Where did that go? There he goes. Tony Garza. I did a show today. Yeah, why wouldn't I? This is what I do. It's Good Friday. I know everybody's off today. It's but you've missed a great Jerome Solomon. We are doing an hour number 3 on Patreon. So join, please. If I missed your Venmo or why is my PayPal broken? I'm sorry, guys. I just want to make sure. I don't want to disrespect anybody that's supporting the show and sending over a $5 PayPal or $5 Friday on PayPal. So I want to make sure that I didn't miss those. Yeah, so Christopher Reyes sent one. Got that. Thank you, buddy. Nope, that's not it. What is happening? Goddamn, PayPal is such a... What's wrong with Discord? What's wrong with Discord? Marsha. That's, I know, I'm not off to either today, Marsha or Katie. What's wrong? What's up, Christopher Mina? What's wrong with the Discord? Terrence said, is something wrong with Discord? I don't believe so. I updated my card info on Patreon. Oh, I'm not sure what happened. Get with Jen, though. She can help you with that. No big deal. I got your CC. I got it. You were the first one, and I said thank you. You just weren't here. But you were the very first $5 Friday, and I made sure to show you all that good CC love early on. That was weird. I don't know why I did that. Okay, let's get the show. Let's keep going. It got weird there. There was this weird lull after the break. I tell you what, I'm not going to do this because we didn't have a question, but okay, here's the thing. Let's just put this out here. There are no questions today. If anyone has a Lawn Talk question, I'm throwing it out there. Feel free to ask in the chat. Make sure you put hashtag Lawn Talk. Ask your question and I shall answer it when I can. Okay? Yes, Donna, I did. You might have missed it, but no, I didn't. I did miss it. Donna, you are the sweetest. Thank you for your $10. $5 Friday. You are the sweetest. I love you. If you guys have a Lawn Talk question, I'm not going to have like a segment for it. Just ask it and I'll answer. And it's open for the entirety of the second hour. Okay? Just put hashtag Lawn Talk. So let's get back to this story. I have been trying to get to this particular story all week and we have not done it. It is not sports related. So there was this thing on the Chive. The title of it says, these movies have very different titles in other countries. Apparently, when you make a movie in America, you ship it overseas and they take their own spin on what the title means. And that has happened on more than one occasion. So there are pictures of each of these and we're just going to go through and read them and have a good time looking at all this crazy shit. Because these are absolutely fucking hilarious. All right, so here we go. Here's the first one. The original title of Being John Malkovich. Malkovich? Is it Vic or Vitch? Malkovich? The Japan version is The Whole of Malkovich. I don't know. That's a good question, Roland. I have no idea if the Chive is still... I mean, obviously, this is from March 29th, 2021. So, yeah, apparently, it's still a thing. The next one, the original title of Die Hard was, why isn't this scrolling? Scroll, you raggedy bitch. Die Hard with a Vengeance was Die Hard Mega Hard, which actually sounds like the porn version of Die Hard. The original title for Eternal Sunshine of the Spotless Mind is, in Italy, it's If You Leave Me, I'll Erase You. Yeah, that's a thing. The original title of Leon is This Hitman is Not as Cold as He Thought. What? What? What does that even mean? I don't know what that means. That's good shit. Let's see. What did I think I'm saving your long talk questions. Don't worry. I see Truck Driver Pookie has a long talk hashtag. John Dory has a hashtag long talk. Okay. The original title was Pretty Woman. In China, it's called I Will Marry a Prostitute to Save Money. It's not a bad strategy when you think about it. The Chinese might be onto something here. If you marry a prostitute, spoiler alert, you don't have to pay her because you're married. The original title for the movie Snatch is translated in Mexico and Spain to Pigs and Diamonds. I've never even seen Snatch, so I don't even know if that's accurate. As Good as It Gets in China is called Mr. Cat Poop. What? The original Ghostbusters in China, it's called Superpower Dare Die Team. I don't know what that means. The Shawshank Redemption in Finland is called Rita Hayworth Key to Escape. What? Breaking Bad in Slovakia? Meth Dad. Which I think that's also probably the story, the autobiography of Chris Householder. I don't know why I did that. Bad Santa in the Czech Republic is Santa is a pervert. Boogie Nights. This is one of my favorites. That was a good one, House. It'll still cost you. Boogie Nights in China, his powerful device makes him famous. It's so funny, too. That little dick energy takes over at the end of Boogie Nights, and every dude with a small dick is like, you know that's fake, right? That's probably not his real dick. Immediately, every dude with a small dick is like, that's got to be fake. No dude on this planet wanted women thinking Marky Mark had a hog that big. Not one dude. We were all like, nope. That's a prop. Totally a prop. Totally a prop. I've seen his Calvin Klein ads. The Dark Knight. Night of the Night. Okay. Night of the Night. Night. You ever go night? The Naked Gun was The Gun Died Laughing in Israel. That's weird. The Pacifier. Anybody see that? The Pacifier was called a super tough kangaroo in Spain. That's fucking weird. Leaving Las Vegas in Japan. That movie's called I'm Drunk and You're a Prostitute. Also, the story of Barry's first marriage. In China, the movie Fargo has a title of Mystery Murder in a Snowy Cream. That sounds like the worst adult cereal ever. Mystery Murder in a Snowy Cream. Murder Flakes. The original movie K9 in Germany is called My Partner with the Cold Snout. Also the story of my first marriage. A lot of these just sound like they're describing my first marriage. Home Alone in France is called Mom, I Missed My Plane. What? Oh, the French are stupid. The Full Monty is called Six Naked Pigs. I've not seen that movie, so I don't know. Hey, don't talk shit about Step Up. I'll punch you in the goddamn face. Step Up is an amazing movie, and anyone that doesn't think so can have sex with themselves. But in France, it's called Sexy Dance. I like. The Silver Linings Playbook in Russia is called My Boyfriend is a Psycho. I don't even know what that one is. Tony said, in China, Barry on Deck is translated to I hate soccer and I hate Tony. Wow, did you Google that? That's pretty accurate. Swingers in Sweden is called Hey, Where Are the Babies? What? The babies? I think they meant babes, but they said, where are the babies? That's weird. The original title of Cloudy with a Chance of Meatballs, which I also have not seen. It's Raining Falafel. Wow. You've never, hold on. Skirt.
Who the fuck is that guy?
You've never heard of Step Up, Virginia Buttonweed? Oh, I thought we were friends. I thought we were pals. How am I going to have to take you to go fuck yourself, town? I'm going to have to drive you there. What? All right. The first Barry on Deck Patreon only watch party, if it's on Amazon Prime, it's Step Up. It is. I've made Jen, write it down. Put it in the book. We don't even have a book. Put it in the notes. Write it. Put it in the diary of Barry on Deck, the journal. We are watching Step Up if it's on Amazon Prime for the first Patreon only. What are we calling it? Movie night? No, it's not movie. It's party night. I don't know. Get together, the hangout, the shenanigans. No, I'm glad you're being honest, Virginia Buttonweed. That's good. What? Demata? What? Okay. By the way, Katie's not invited to the party now. He just said there's so many better movies than Step Up. Look at that picture. Does this look like the face of a guy that you can trust to tell you that Step Up is not a good movie? I just want to point this out one more time. Look at this guy. Look at this guy. If ever there was a fledgling Twitch fuckface, look at that face. Look right there. Right above my face. That guy don't know shit about shit. You hear me? Okay. More movies here. Dirty Harry is Inspector Harry. That's not funny. Knocked Up is One Night Big Belly. Also, the story of my previous marriage. The Sixth Sense? Well, way to fucking give it away, China. Jesus, China's just out here ruining movies by renaming them. That would be like calling the Titanic in China. It's like, it's sunk. He's a ghost. Like, why the fuck? What? Why would you just give it all away in the title? Did you time out KD? I saw the free KD. That's a good point, Total Dallas. I'm glad you brought that up. Any Step Up slander, you're going to catch these hands and a timeout. You've heard me, mods. I said it. Next person to slander the movie Step Up, enjoy your 5-minute nap, bitches. The Hangover is called If You Don't Drink, Don't Marry, or If You Drink, Don't Marry. That's the prologue to my first marriage. That's the prequel. Dodgeball was called Full of the Nuts. That was my dating life after. Okay. Airplane was the unbelievable trip in a wacky aeroplane in Germany. Austin Powers, the spy who shagged me in Malaysia, was called Austin Powers, the spy who behaved very nicely around me. Well, what the fuck? Well, way to put I feel like this is like, well, if we're going to show this in Bible study, we're going to have to rename it. Guys, today we're going to watch Austin Powers, the spy who behaved very nicely around me because he's a gentleman and he loves Jesus because everybody's Jesus' son and they're all in amen. Let's watch the movie. Fucking weird. And here you go. The last one. I teased it when I wanted to talk about it. Oh, what the fuck? There it is. The movie Grease in Argentina is Vaseline. I've been wanting to do that list. That's a lot of goodness right there. It just goes to show you how we take for granted our movies and just flat out just being here. Like they fucking just running the movies in China. He's a ghost. Like, you know how most movies are like, oh, it was all a dream. I'm not trying to be Biggie rapping here, but it's like, it's not real. They survive. Like, come on, China. That's good shit. Where's my favorites? I saved some comments. So I saved some lawn talk. John Dory said, hashtag lawn talk. Do you mow the lawn before you use the Weed Beater Ultra? I would not. I would use the Weed Beater Ultra and I would wait about 48 hours before I mowed. That's what I would do. And that's what I do. Truck driver Pookie said, hashtag lawn talk. When's a good time to get back on my watering schedule in the mornings? Now. Well, okay. It's a really good question. The answer is not now. You should always be on a watering schedule because in truth, even in the dormant seasons of the winter, your grass still needs at least an inch of water a week. So if your grass didn't or doesn't get an inch of water this week, make sure you provide that. It's better when you water, truck driver Pookie, to water one time a lot to get that inch as opposed to, I'm going to do 20 minutes every day. What ends up happening is that water isn't enough to really soak into the ground. So the roots never get deep. They become very shallow. Your grass isn't as healthy. If you can really saturate the ground and get that water down into the dirt, those roots of your grass will grow deeper and it'll grow taller and it'll be a lot healthier. So you're better off watering once or twice a week for a long time than 5 to 7 times a week for short times, if that makes sense. So just, go off of, it's a good idea, get a rain gauge, empty it out on a Sunday, see how much rain you get. Maybe if you get to Wednesday or Thursday, put a ½ inch of water on the grass. And if you don't get any more rain the rest of the week, throw another ½ inch on Sunday and start it over. Or just wait till Saturday and just water all goddamn day for, just depending, get that inch in there. Also the story of my first marriage. So that's the answer. Yeah, get back on your watering grind ASAP. Now, I don't know what this means. I saw this. D-Mata said the George Jefferson moving on up level has been created. What is that? What are you talking about? Are you talking about on Patreon? Don't know what that means. I suspect that D-Mata has done something spectacular on the Patreon, but I don't know what that means. I'm on the Patreon. Posts. I got nothing. Jen, text me if you see it, because I don't know. By the way, I just wanted to say one more time, thank you to everybody for the $5 Friday. Crystal Collins, Jen, Sylvia, Katie, Donna with the $10 $5 Friday, Chris Reyes with the $5 Friday, Alex Villanueva with the $5 Friday, and all of you that have sent super chats today. I really do appreciate it a lot. It means a ton. Lawn talk, when should I turn my sprinklers on? Great question. Your best bet is to make sure you are done watering by sunrise. So back it up. If you know to get an inch of water on your grass is going to take an hour, if sunrise is at 6, start your watering at 5, which is why you want to get something that can automate it. Never water at night. Never water in the evenings. That's the worst thing you can do, especially when it's cool right now or in the fall, because you are going to get, you're going to get a fungus. Also the story of my previous marriage. It's a theme today. But don't do this. This is the worst advice ever. Never water in the middle of the day during the summer. The water just evaporates. You are literally wasting money. What you need is for this water to soak into the ground and saturate it. If you water in the middle of the day when it's hot as fuck, it's going to evaporate faster. So what you want to do is water when it's cool in the mornings, get it done before, the heat of the day. And for sure, if you can get it done before sunrise, even better. That way the water doesn't sit on the grass overnight and cause fungus, but it also doesn't evaporate in the middle of the heat of the day. Okay. So early in the morning, get it done, by 8, 9 o'clock in the morning, if possible. Did I miss the lawn talk? There we go. VB lawn talk. Is there a chemical I can put down to weaken hard to pull up roots from bushes? I'm sure there is, but why not just wet it and dig it up? I'll tell you another trick too. If it's in an area where you want to plant, I've done this before. If you're just like, I want to replant something new there, because that's what everybody's going through right now, Virginia buttonweed, is everybody's having to get rid of all the dead shit and put new shit in, and some of these roots linger. Here's what I would do if I were you. If you have an area that you want to do it in, Get a Sawzall or a handsaw and just carve out that area, and whatever roots stick out, just saw them off. And what you can do if you want to make sure that that root doesn't continue to grow is, depending on the size of the root, whatever that's raw, soak a rag in glyphosate or Roundup. Put it on that root, rubber band it so that it sticks there, and that root will absorb it and probably kill it, and you don't have to worry about it. So they make stump killer as well. That might be an option as opposed to glyphosate and Roundup, depending on how big the root is and the type of root it is. So you could probably use a stump killer to do the same thing. There's probably natural ingredients. I don't really fuck with that stuff. But if you're just trying to make room to replant and you've got like this big fucking root that you want to get rid of, just saw that bitch off. Should be good. Oh, damn. Yeah, don't do that. Don't. Go buy a new shovel. Fuck that axe. If it's real big, if it's a Congo root, get your skill saw out. I have a battery-powered skill saw, and if I had to, that's what I'm going to do. I'm going to dig around that root, and I'm going to use that skill saw to get rid of it that way. So, you can also paint leaves with Roundup to kill something. That's true too. Very true. You just need it to be on there. Okay. If you have more lawn talk questions, just put hashtag lawn talk in the chat and I'll try to keep up with them. I saw this and I have a question. I don't know that many of the deckheads are super short, but I saw this and this is a bit disturbing to me. This is basically an insert. And you can put this in your shoes and it will make you taller. Now, I think those little flaps, those little wedges that you see underneath there, you can stack those so that you can give yourself more lift. Now, I'm not a tall guy, chat. I'm not a tall dude. However, I've never felt inferior around tall guys, but I'm also not like 5'3". So I don't know. I mean, I'm 5'9", 5'10". I guess I'm getting older and I'm shrinking. I was about 5'10" for most of my life. That's not tall. It's not the shortest guy in the room. So I don't know the struggles of being a short man. But I would imagine where if you could, here's the problem, okay? If you're putting this in here just to make yourself feel better, just go get counseling. You need to work on you. These fucking inserts that you can throw into your shoes, that's not going to fix what ails you. That's not going to make you feel better about you. You're still short, shorty. You're just walking around on a man's high heel. Now you're just a short ass dude in high heel Air Ones. Come on, fam. Christopher Reyes said, I'm taller than Barry. Well, look. I have always thought, and I don't love the way I look. I hate certain things about me. Everybody, I promise you this, even the hottest Instagram chick you can find, the hottest supermodels in the world, the most attractive men in the world, everybody has something they are self-conscious about. There is something. Brad Pitt looks in the mirror and goes, God, I hate my earlobes, or whatever the fuck it is that he's hung up on. I think what you have to work on is not fucking adding 3 inches of lift like you're some fucking short, dumpy dude version of a 4x4. You got to work on you. Go get counseling and learn how to deal with your height. But trying to fucking give yourself a lift like you're a fucking Chevy Silverado, don't do that. Because here's what happens. You put these in your shoes. You show up to the club. You meet a nice young lady, and she's like, oh my God, you're like normal height. I like this. And you're like, oh, you goddamn right I am. I'm feeling good about me. And then you go home, and you step, and you're like, let me get these shoes off, girl. Boop, boop. And she's like, what the fuck? Did you just shrink? Did someone just wet you and then throw you in the dryer? You were 5'8". You're 5'4". Doesn't work. It's like ladies that wear them fucking Spanx. Don't go to the club expecting to meet a man with Spanx on. Don't go to the club expecting to meet a woman with fucking high heel rubber soles in your goddamn shoes. Either way, it's a lie. And you're going to disappoint the shit out of whoever selected you for the evening. Listen, I would let Channing Tatum mop my basement, okay? He could get it. Not even gonna lie. He could get it. Him, Ryan Reynolds, Brad Pitt, all of them could get it. Just saying. I've watched enough Schitt's Creek to know that it's okay. Yeah, that's what it's called. High heels for men. Y'all know that's why Prince wore high heel boots, right? Is because, bro, you're still short. But now you just look like Pretty Woman Prince. I don't get it. What did I miss? There was something I wanted to bring up that I missed over here in the chat. Where did it go? I missed it. Oh, I didn't see that. Wow. Well, that's fucking stupid. NBA is morons. Yeah. Oh, it was KD's. There it goes. Hey guys, Step Up makes Halle Berry Catwoman look amazing. Did anybody give KD a timeout for this? Has he gotten his timeout yet? I want to know. House? Jeremy Vinegar, Justin Swinford, Luis Zalea. Did we all give KD a timeout for a Step Up slander? I just need to know, because if not, I'll do it my goddamn self. I need to know. I'm not moving this show forward until we... Okay, good. Thank you. Oh, asshole. How dare you talk about Step Up? Thank you, CC. Thank you. Thank you, Justin. Thank you very much. All right, so, yeah. Moral of the story is... You can't. Jesus made you this way. Don't put that shit in your shoes. You're setting yourself up for failure. I do love that they put an air sole in this. Like, why? So you can wear it with your flip flops? Like, that doesn't make any sense. That looks weird. How much do these sell for? Where do they? Well, I don't know, but they're on TikTok, so it's whatevs. I wanted to know how much they cost, but you know, what you gonna do? Yesterday was April Fool's Day, and George Kittle freaked the fuck out of everybody in San Francisco, including his general manager, John Lynch, who was not fucking happy that he tweeted this out. George Kittle put out a picture of himself in a Jags uniform and put, "Next chapter. Thanks to the faithful for all of the support." John Lynch saw it, came out and said on his Twitter, he put, "I just came out of a draft meeting for the day. Not funny, George Kittle," and tagged him on Twitter. He was not happy. Look, I said it yesterday. I'm going to say it today. It stands now and forever. If you fall for anything on April Fool's Day, you're a fucking idiot. Stop falling for stuff on April 1st. Don't read the goddamn papers. It doesn't matter. Ignore it until tomorrow, okay? I saw you, Jen. Let's get the fuck out of here. All right, what time is it? Is it really 3:56? Oh, shit. All right, here's the deal. Let me start the outro music. So, this concludes our show for today. Unless you are on the Patreon. At which point I am now posting the link to today's Patreon show. Wait, it still shows the chat. Is it the same chat? I am going to take a couple of minute break. You can miss me with that. White Magic, you can miss me with that, homie. All right. I will post the link on Patreon. If you have a Patreon membership, remember, hour number 3, our first ever third hour of Barry on Deck on a Friday begins today. Go to the Patreon. The link will be there. If you haven't signed up yet, make sure you do so. Go to patreon.com/Barry on Deck. You can get the link. You can join us for hour number 3. I still have plenty of stories and shit to talk, and you can still ask long talk questions. But if you don't and you're not, I get it. I love you. I hope you have a fun and safe weekend. Enjoy the rest of your Good Friday. Enjoy your Saturday and Sunday. I will see you on Monday. Thank you so much for being here. Thank you all for the $5 Fridays and the continued support, your likes, your subscribes. All of that means the world to me. Until Monday, when I see you again, be safe, be kind, and most important, love each other. See you Monday. Daddy's making a YouTube video!